After a 1-0 start to the season, the Summerville Bears return to the gridiron to face off against Denair. You're watching Summerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV. For that. Summerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores, and I'm glad I'm joined by my friend Jake Hurst.
How's it going?
Oh, it's a great day for football, Friday night lights, and you're no stranger to the football field. You're no stranger to Summerville Bears football.
No.
You played for Summerville, you coached for Summerville, and now you're here in the booth for Summerville.
That's right, that's right. I'm happy to be here, happy to be watching, happy to be back watching the guys here. I'm excited to see what they can do tonight, how things can progress for the rest of the season as well.
Now, last year, you were the kicking coach for Summerville. You were, I believe, the first true kicking coach, the only person who focused solely on kicking and punting, and your protege, Bryson Benitez. Last year, 47 for 47 on extra points. Unfortunately, went 0 of 3 from field goals. We're not going to talk about that too much. But starting off last week with a 42-yard field goal in which he has only been kicking for about 55 weeks.
Oh, wow, yeah. I guess if you do the math.
Yeah.
At the end of the year last year, one of our last days of practice, regular season, we had him push back a bit, and he was hitting from pretty far back, probably about 35, 40-yard line. So that's something where I kind of was expecting it, but I wasn't watching live. I was busy. I'm back in Reno, Nevada right now, so yeah, that's...
And now The reason why we have you in the booth also, not only because you were a Summerville Bear yourself, kicking coach, all this, but you also played at the collegiate level in Nevada.
Yeah.
You played in the 2011 season, I believe. You got the WAC championship. You have all the credibility to be in here talking about football.
Well, I guess you could say that. Well, I was a kicker. I was a punter. I did play Division I football. Spent 4 years at the University of Nevada. Played from 2008 to 2011. Started in 2011. Traveled for them almost the whole time. But, yeah, had a great time. Survived Coach Alt, is what most people would say. Coach Chris Alt, he's a Hall of Fame coach. And a lot of the players, a lot of the alumni kind of brag about that sometimes.
Well, we have one word from your local NorCal Sports TV sponsor, and we'll be back right after this on NorCal Sports TV.
Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through three functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever. Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Summerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV, live in Denair, just east of Turlock. We have about 3 minutes until the kickoff. National anthem will be starting in just a moment as the captains go out. But let's talk about last week in Tuolumne against Ripon Christian. Summerville allowed 2 touchdowns in the last 5 minutes of the first half, including a 60-yard passing touchdown and then a strip sack that allowed the defense to take it back. Score 2 to almost tie it up before going into the half until Bryson Benitez kicked a 42-yard field goal.
Yeah, special teams can really be a momentum shift. I believe you called that out on the broadcast as well. Going into halftime after, the teams come back like that, it's really nice to be able to say, hey, we're still in this, we're still ahead, we're still doing, better than you'd expect.
And then you have the momentum shift of that, but then also with penalties, that's a huge momentum shifter. Summerville, 8 first-half penalties to Ripon Christian's 2. They ended the game with 12, and Ripon Christian only had 1 in the second half.
That's hopefully something they can improve on this week. It's not something that you want to continue throughout the season. So,
along with that, in the second half, Malachi Lopez, he was able to have an interception with the 38-yard return, which put the momentum back in Summerville's favor. Then, second half, just along with that also, 5 of the 6 second-half drives, both Summerville and Ripon Christian, started in Ripon Christian's side of the field.
Okay.
The only one that didn't was the final drive, which took 6 minutes for Summerville to take the clock out and finally take the 3-point win.
No, it was exciting to see a 3-point win for me.
It's all about that kicker. If he didn't hit that one, it would have been tied, sent into overtime. But as we get close to kickoff, here we'll have the national anthem here in Denair.
Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through three functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever.
4 12-minute quarters ahead of us. If you're just joining us, I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores, and by my side, the head general manager of the NIL Collective out of Nevada, Jake Hurst, former Summerville Bear and former Nevada Wolfpack punter and kicker.
Number 50, Jackson Denair.
Looking at the lineup, or the past and the history between Summerville and Denair, there's been 10 meetings between the two teams. Summerville has won all 10, trying to make it 11 tonight with that perfect continuation of the record. 10 straight years from 2008 to 2017. You just missed that cut. You never played against Denair.
2008? No, we didn't. 2006 was my senior season.
And in the first meeting, my apologies, this is the first meeting since 2017 that these two teams are playing against each other, so it's been 7 years since they faced off, and that was when I was in high school. The closest game was 2016, where Summerville won 27-19 by 8 points. No game has gotten closer than that, and the average score from those 10 meetings, Summerville won 40-11 as the average. But we'll see what can happen today as Summerville will kick off. Bryson Benitez, he had a couple of touchbacks in the first game. What do you predict here?
I'm sorry, had some things going on here. I missed what you said.
It's all right. Bryson Benitez had a few touchbacks in the first game. What do you predict as this is a real grass field for the first time this season?
Considering he plays a lot of soccer, I hope that he has almost all of them, unless they're called differently. That's what I would expect. But as his former coach, I have high expectations. We'll see how it goes here on the first one. You know, it seems like he still has his old lucky cleats on as well.
Back deep to receive is Alex Vargas for Denair, and also back there is Cash Van Galen. Here's Benitez launching deep, and it will go into the end zone.
There you go, bud.
Touchback to start it off. Looking at last week, once again, Benitez was 3 of 3 from extra points, a 42-yard field goal. But some of the other leading factors in the game, quarterback Bryce Leveros, 222 yards on 26 rushes, including 3 touchdowns, and was awarded our player of the game. But we'll save that until we're on offense. For now, on defense, Bryce Rathmill led the team with 7 tackles, and behind him, Malachi Lopez, 3 tackles, 1 interception.
Yeah, it was pretty great to watch. I had to catch the replay, but watching the guys continue to go to the ball as quick as possible was great.
Starting off with a running play, pounding the middle. It'll be a gain of 5 for Denair. Going to the old-style smash-mouth football. Push the line, push up the middle, and see what you can do.
Just run the ball. That's an old, we were at Nevada. We were 4th in the nation, 5th in the nation, top 5 in the nation through 2009, 10, and 11, I believe. So run up the middle.
Summerville last week on offense had 52 rushes to their 9 passing attempts, or passing plays rather, not even attempts. Only 7 actually came out of the hands of Leveros, and twice he was sacked. But you definitely know the running game is the biggest factor when most teams shy away from that even ball, going 50-50 passing, rushing, and really go in on the run game. After that second play, it'll be 3rd and about 2 for Denair. The Coyotes. Denair taking some extra time in the huddle. Twice last week, Summerville stopped 4th in inches and got the ball back after a turnover on downs. But here, play action, gets it into the left side flat, gains the first down, and a little extra in on the tackle. Number 17, Jevin Rogers, the junior. Summerville, great job defensively in the first few plays. Caught on the play action, quarterback rolls out.
Trying to keep that edge, it's tough.
Perfectly found the open man. Now back to the run game after gaining the first down. Only a 1-yard carry this time from Alex Vargas.
We're doing it for Denair High School. Richie Hanley, gain of 1, brings up 2nd and 9.
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. You can search it.
It's fine.
So control the score?
Oh. Another run down the gut. Will go about 1 yard further, 3rd and long for Denair.
Brings up 3rd and 7 for the Coyotes.
Third and long for Denair, 3 minutes off the clock, and the time they take in the huddle is going to speed this game up really fast, but if they continue to move that ball, it's going to work out for them. Here a fake handoff, goes to the right side edge, gets the first down, and plenty more. Finally a swarm of Bears flying in for the tackle.
Yeah, it was about an 18-yard run there.
That one faked me out. I thought they were coming on this left side. They had a little bit of room to move that ball, but they weren't going to get the first. Luckily, pulling that out, going to the opposite side, got them the yards they needed.
Yeah, kind of wide and open in the middle of the field right there. So,
starting quarterback number 8, Derek Potter, the junior, leading this team. Last year, Bryce Leveros was the sophomore quarterback for Summerville, trying to lead the team forward, and now Denair in the same boat. Flick pass to the flat, got him open again, another reception. It's Luke Larson taking him down after the short gain.
Brought down by number 24, Owen Herrera.
Quick handoff, flopped on the ground. Markers go out. The ball
yeah, it looks like the ball's
was
out.
loose. Luke Larson came up with the ball. Summerville points in their direction, and so does the White Hat. Turnover after the fumble.
Yeah, that was well done there. It looks like they lost it as the run came right up the middle, and they were able to jump on it.
On their own 39-yard line.
Just over 4 minutes of possession for Denair. Going about 43 yards before the turnover, and now Summerville in the offensive scheme for the first time tonight. They'll be starting from their own 38-yard line. Biggs to Leveros' right side. Lopez cuts across. Biggs goes down. A short gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9. Biggs last week, 11 carries for 45 yards. An average rush of 4 and only a long of 7, but he's kind of that fullback player. He plays in the running back slot. He's not really behind the play, but his size, his ability, he really pushes that line, and there's not much movement to him. It's just give him the ball and let him push.
If he can keep that 4 yards up, we'll have first downs all the time. So.
Screen pass to the left side. He would have had plenty of room to go, but Larson just started to run with the ball before he really had it in his hands.
Yeah, you can't really look away like that. Got to look it into your hands.
Larson was only 1 of 3 targets last week against Ripon Christian. He was able to reel in 2 of the 3 passes, went for 16 yards. His longest was 10. Larson, a force on both sides of the ball. One of the top defensive players is the linebacker, but also a really good option on offense, both receiving, rushing, and throwing. Here's Leveros on the move. Got it to him this time. Larson able to bring it in and get that first down marker.
Yeah, gain of about 10 there. That's great. It looks like his passing may have improved a little bit over the last year.
Bryce Leveros last year didn't have the most passing attempts, especially after seeing his brother Braylon Leveros the year before, where he had multiple receivers that were really fast. They were able to have the good hands reeling that ball. But Bryce Leveros still building the team. He's now a junior, and as you move on, you get more comfortable and you trust your receivers a little more, and that's what we're seeing in the first 2 games. Here's Biggs, a gain of 5 on the run. Tackle made by We don't have number 1 on the roster.
Second and 5.
Because they paid money for these seats, and when they asked them to stand, they said you actually sit down. That's kind of a problem. So is everybody moving this over?
Well, if they're found the camera being blocked, then they can stand.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want them to, you know what I mean?
If they want to stand, they can stand.
Okay.
Here's Leveros on 2nd and 5. Pitch out to Lopez. He'll take the corner and get pushed out after the nice gain. First down, about a gain of 10.
Yeah. It's like about 2 in a row right there.
Down to the title 35-yard line, first and 10.
Yeah. Nice long runs after first down.
Summerville's offense last week, 345 total yards. Their time of possession just over half, 28 minutes, 22 seconds. On the runaround, Colton Cash following behind Biggs. Plenty of room to go. First down, plenty more inside the 10. Finds the golden turf. Touchdown, Summerville.
Colton had a great year last year, but high expectations for him this year. That's awesome to see.
35-yard run by Colton Cash, finding the end zone. The senior running back puts the first points on the board, and now we see the specialist, Bryson Benitez.
I have to give a shout-out to Larson and his snapper. Actually, it's a lot about the operation, how quick he can get it off, those type of things.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's Bryce Rathmill, the snapper. I could be wrong about that, as Benitez launches this one high and
to the track.
If that was a little bit to the left, my car would have had a broken window. But we have a 7-0 score with just under 6 to play in the first quarter. It's Summerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV. Safety, is having the best important to you? If you answered yes, look no further than Jay Bixler for your home inspections. Voted best of 209 5 years straight. Whether it's residential or commercial, get in touch with your premier 209 area home inspectors. Sonora, Modesto, Manteca, Stockton, Turlock, and all the surrounding areas. JBixlerInspections.net. At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209. Colton Cash on the end around, 35 yards to the house. Summerville 7-0 after Benitez's extra point. And now, for the second time, Benitez will launch this one deep. There's a touchback after the first. This one could possibly be fielded. Bounces at about the 2-yard line into the end zone. Back to the 20 it goes for the Denair Coyotes.
Yeah, I do. You go to the same school as me, dude.
Looking at Denair head coach Anthony Armas, 10 seasons as the head coach of the Coyotes. Overall record 38-50. Although he did lead the 2018-2019 team to the state championship, they were 12-1. Their only loss was to Ripon Christian. They won the D7 division in the Sac Joaquin section, and then they went on to win the state championship. The following year, 9-3 overall record. Their only regular season loss was also to Ripon Christian, but they ended second with a second-round playoff exit in overtime to their Southern League rival in Lee Grant. Have an injured Bear on the ground. Rocco McKay will get checked out by our training staff, and with that, we'll take a break with them. 7-0, Summerville leading Denair. Our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada.
Voted Best Cup of Coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted Best Cup of Coffee 16 years in a row. Check.
Injured Bear taken off the field. They'll take a look at him on the sideline, but play continues on. 2nd and 12. The Denair Coyotes took quite a few minutes off the clock in their first drive, but it ended in a fumble recovered by the Bears. Here's a nice run favoring the right side edge.
Right about
3rd and 6.
about 6-7 yards on that. About 6 yards on 3rd down here.
Now in this scenario, we've seen Denair throw the football. They've had the play action pass. They get it out into that flat. It's not a screen play. They're just having the tight end move across, maybe a running back also lead the charge, make a block for him. But in this case, Summerville has seen it 2 or 3 times. They're going to be ready for that. So how do you change the play?
We'll see here. Maybe some misdirection the other direction.
And the way they've ran the ball also, they've gotten a few plays past 5-6 yards that would get them that first down, but do they want to use it in this case when they're so deep in their own territory? Here's the snap, the play action. Summerville's ready for it. It's a screen play. Larson takes him down right before the marker.
He consistently hits his opponent square.
Yes,
Definitely say that.
That is definitely true. Luke Larson, also joined by Bryce Rathmill. He's one of the leading linebackers last year. He led in sacks and second in tackles. 4th and short now for Denair. Potter's going to stay on the field for the offense. Sebastian Esquivel, the junior wide receiver, is also out there, already set on the line, everyone else in the huddle. 4th and 2, they take the snap, flick out left side, hit in the back, taken down, turnover on downs with the stop from Jevin Rogers. That's his 2nd tackle, and this one is huge.
Yeah, that's quite the good stop on 4th down there. We get to take over the ball and try and drive it in again.
I thought it was a fair play from Denair, rolled to the left side. Just didn't quite work out, but that's easily won. Not only can you get a first down in that play, but also you can score a touchdown. It's one of those plays, if you have a little misdirection, if everyone thinks you're going for the handoff, that one simple pass that goes 1 yard past the line of scrimmage can get you all the way to that perfect end zone. Got some music playing from the booth. You can't do it while plays are occurring. So Summerville 1st and 10 here. Leveros hands it off to Biggs, pushes forward, huge gaps in the line, gets inside to the 18-yard line.
About 9 yards.
Brought down by Relis.
In Summerville's last drive, we talked about Bryce Leveros' throwing abilities. Last year, he ended 64% in the air, 72 attempts for 46 receptions, 687 yards and 6 touchdowns. Not a bad stat line. Of course, most people want a couple more touchdowns in there, especially when you look at his rushing stats, and he had 14 rushing touchdowns.
Colton Cash on the left side here.
Last time he touched the ball, he found the end zone. Looks like he might do it again. He does. Touchdown, Summerville. Last week, it was all Bryce Leveros scoring all 3 touchdowns, but now Colton Cash is the one who gets the call. Larson the hold, Benitez the kick, and for the 2nd time, it's through the uprights. 14-0, Summerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV.
Our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted Best Cup of Coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Colton Cash had 5 carries last week for 42 yards. Today he has 2 carries, surpassing that amount, including the 2 touchdowns. And now Benitez launching it to the end zone. 3 for 3 touchbacks for Benitez to start in the Denair Coyotes. Starting back at the 20-yard line, and from what we've seen in their first couple of drives, they moved the ball really well, although they got caught on a 4th down deep in their own territory, decided to go for it. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. But the play, I feel like it was the right play to call. It just wasn't executed in the way that the coach needed for that first down, of course, as it was turned over.
Yeah, we'll see if they can move the ball a little bit better this time. 14-0 right now. We'd like to see them get down the field.
They were marching down in the first drive, got about the 30-yard line before they gave it up. And here will be the first play of scrimmage in their 3rd drive. A nice run getting past the first down marker. A gain of 15 on first down.
Number, is that?
Out to their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
It's like number 1 came off the field there.
Jaden Hensley enters the huddle for Denair. We see Sebastian Esquivel, the junior wide receiver. He's not in the huddle. He always goes out, he lines up immediately, and he's that one player that you have to pay attention to, because right now he's blocking, he's going out, and he's just making scenes in the play, but he's not quite that man to get the ball yet. And one of these times he's going to go out there, he's going to probably have a seam route, he's going to have a post, something that gets him down the field, gets him open, and that's something that Summerville has to watch for, especially in that backfield. You need to watch Malachi Fromm, who just had a tackle. He's that deep safety, and he's the one that's going to have to watch for that if he gets back past that initial defensive back.
Looks like maybe a false start there.
Flag off the jump from the white hat behind the quarterback, Potter, and it is a false start. Now 2nd and long, about 2nd and 16, 17 for Denair.
What do you expect here? You think it's going to be a pass or a run?
On 2nd down and long, in the way that Denair's been playing the game, you have some plays that go for that 12 to 15-yard range, but mostly everything else has been around 5 yards. They need to get the yardage back within about 4 of the first down, if not the first down. And I was going to attempt to say that it was going to be a passing play. It is, but it ends up being a large sack for Gabe Rafferty.
Good play there. It's a loss of about 19 yards.
Gabe Rafferty comes flying in. Potter was looking for the options downfield. There is nothing open, and as soon as you see a white jersey without any purple in front of you, that's when it gets scary and dangerous. You need to get rid of it. You need to start running, but Potter was still looking for those options, which sometimes can be good if you have the receiver open, but if you don't, this is what happens.
Yeah, it brings up a long 3rd and 30 yards here.
Now you're just trying to gain some yards back in order to punt the ball. They do get a couple back, and now on 4th and very deep, the special teams unit will most likely come out. Just a couple seconds left in the first quarter. Orlando Lopez will go back deep to receive, but we might Send it to a break before we get the chance, and we will. It'll be 4th and very long. Denair Special Units team will be out there. 14-0. It's Summerville Bears leading the Denair Coyotes on NorCal Sports TV.
Bears fans, the Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
The Sonora Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through 3 functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever.
Bears fans, the Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the
2 touchdowns in the first quarter for the Summerville Bears. Both of them belong to Colton Cash. Denair Coyotes, 3 possessions ending the third currently bring out the special teams unit as they find themselves 4th and very long. Orlando Lopez set right now at the 45-yard line to receive a possible punt, but you never know. They went for 4th down in their last drive, and unfortunately they didn't get it. But in this case, you have a long way to go to that first down.
Do you have any stats on who was their kicker punter last week?
I do not,
okay.
Unfortunately.
That's okay.
It could be Elias Alvarez, the only designated kicker on the roster.
Looks like Orlando Lopez is back there just in case we are going to have a punt.
Denair always taking some extra time, but it looks like the officials also on the sideline talking to either a fan or a parent.
Potentially a member of the chain gang.
It looks like, I believe that's Potter. He'll be back to punt, also the quarterback, so you have possibly an option if you have an open receiver. Here's Potter going straight to the kick. Nice hang time. Lopez muffs it. Picks it up, cuts back.
No.
And finds himself nowhere else but the original spot.
You know, you really got to look that in. It's tough when it's end over end like that. Sometimes it'll fall short and you can drop it.
First down and 10 for Summerville. Find themselves on the longer side of midfield. Leveros in the gun. Biggs to his right side. 2 receivers at the top, including a tight end. Biggs moves from right to left. Leveros scanning into the flat, decides to take it himself. Crosses the line of scrimmage, crosses the first down marker into the 40, trucks a man and goes out of bounds. Leveros with a huge run.
It's like about 20-yard gain right there.
Leveros last year, 339 rushing yards. Last week he had 222. If he doubles that up, he can break what he did last year in a full 12 games.
That's quite impressive. I didn't quite know that stat. So moving the ball tonight, you can expect something really special.
Leveros was only one of 5 rushers, and when you look at the last 2 seasons for Summerville, they had a lot of guys who can run the ball, plenty of options, and that's what made them so great in the past. This time with 5 options, one of them being the quarterback, Leveros, it really lightens up makes it a little heavier for each player, but it kind of lightens up the load at the same time because the defenses know that they only have to go against a few different players.
There was a late hit on the quarterback there. You see the frustration from Bryce.
Gage Anderson trying to calm him down and say, hey, let's not do this. Like I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, 12 penalties in the entire game for Summerville last week, 8 of them in the first half, and a couple were personal fouls and just a little bit of talking from the players. Here it goes back to Biggs. He'll push forward. It'll be third, about 6.
Biggs up the middle, gain of 5, brings up 2nd and 5.
I'd like to see something from Orlando. We've seen Colton.
Lopez was one of the main ball carriers last week, although he averaged less than 1 yard a carry. But he's one of those speedy guys that can come out of nowhere and really make you pay. Another touch for Colton Cash. Big sets the block and steps out of bounds early. They're going to give him the few extra yards. Even though he stepped out at about the 10, 12-yard line, they're going to put him at about the 5.
Down the sideline, push out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
About 30, 35 yards, maybe 40-yard run. Got a lead blocker right in front.
You talked about Orlando Lopez, 9 rushes, 8 yards last week. But when we look back at last season, he only touched the ball 10 times, but he did have an average of about 4 yards per carry, only had 1 touchdown. And he's one of those guys, as he progresses forward into his junior year, he's going to get that ball more and more and more. Leveros
Right up the middle.
to Biggs.
Close here.
Dog
About
pile.
2 yards to go.
Carry brought down by a pack of coyotes. Gain of a yard makes it 2nd and goal from the 4.
This is the spot where Leveros took it himself plenty of times. 2nd and goal. Follow behind Biggs. Let him push through for you. Although he hands it off to Biggs, finds the wide open hole. Touchdown, Summerville. Biggs with his first varsity touchdown.
Now it's Biggs a junior.
Biggs is actually a senior.
Oh.
I don't believe he was on the roster last year. I could be mistaken. Failed snap. Benitez. He was going to pick it up, but we have a penalty flag on the ground that stops the play. It came from the far sideline. Now in your eyes. Ball gets fumbled. You're the kicker. You need to go grab that, do something. Are you just going to kick it out of bounds to stop the play, or are you going to pick it up and try to continue forth in your offensive play?
Well, your initial thought is to jump on the ball. Now, if it pops up into your hands, you might as well take off. Tuck it and run. But I don't think that's advice your coach would give you.
Encroachment on the defense. They'll get another try at it.
You know, sometimes I can kind of mess with you as a kicker. Scooting up even closer.
Here's the snap. Perfect this time for Benitez.
Straight up through the middle there. I wonder if the encroachment is what caused the short snap. Could have caused a flinch and then...
Could possibly be. With that, it's 21-0. Summerville leading Denair in Denair.
Bears fans, the Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209
21-0 Summerville leading Denair. You're watching NorCal Sports TV. Isaac Biggs scores the touchdown, Benitez the extra point, and another Deo Espresso and Smoothies kickoff. Deo. Jake, you now live in Nevada. You don't have Deo there, although you did live here in Tuolumne. Deo, what's your go-to drink?
White mocha.
White mocha?
Easy, simple, hot.
Just like that, you might need to go get some Deo tomorrow morning before your golf round.
Yeah, I'm actually playing with my sister down there at Tulele. That's our played there since it was Mountain Springs.
Oh yeah, way back in the day. Say what? They just changed 9 years ago now.
Something like that, and I think it opened at something like 91 or 93, if I remember correctly.
Denair back in the offensive set. Will go straight to the middle. Maybe a gain of a half yard. After that first drive by Denair, it reminded me of last week. Rip and Christian had one drive that lasted 17 plays. It did end in a touchdown, but 17 plays, you break it down, they're getting first down, but they're slowly getting there every single time. They're barely inching forward, getting exactly where they needed to be. That reminded me of that first Denair drive where they're just going play after play, and here it's a huge gain from the air. Alex Vargas.
Smart decision by number 5 on Denair right there. He almost was going to block him in the back, but made the right decision.
It's the first time Denair has truly shocked the Summerville defense. In most cases, Summerville gets there quickly, but in this time, the quarterback stayed in the pocket, waited till he was open in the middle of his turn, got it to him, even took the hit just so that their offense can keep going. And here it's a 7-yard gain.
That was some good misdirection. I lost it for a second myself.
And now you have plenty of options. It's going to be 2nd and 4. You know your running game can get about 3-4 yards, so you could save that for 3rd down, and at this point you can either go to the air or try something a little trickier, get yourself on the smaller side of midfield.
I kind of expect him to try and run it right up the middle here.
Potter under center. Double tight end to the right side. Flicks it out there. A bad read taken down by Kyle Hamilton, who sniffs it out, and they lose almost all the yardage they just gained on 1st down.
Yeah, that's rough. They kind of crashed that side, and they were able to make the play.
And now the Coyotes in a pickle. It's 3rd and 10. Back in a similar set. Potter hands it off to Vargas. No, he takes it to the left side. A decent run, gets the 1st down, and quite a few extra yards. Jesse Rules, the senior running back, on the misdirection play.
Now, I'm not the expert. Was that triple option?
Or
veer?
I actually thought they handed it off to Vargas cutting across, and everything else was a blur. But he got the yards he needed in the end. Looking back at the replay, yeah, 3 options there off that last attempt. Here's Bryce Rathmill with another tackle. 2nd time straight they go to Jesse Rules. He just got that huge gain for 1st down. Now in the same situation they were in just 2 plays ago, they know what play not to do.
There's some coaches that might just call that same play.
Got up to the line in a Summerville timeout. 6 minutes, 15 to go. 21-0 lead in Denair.
Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through 3 functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever. Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through 3 functions.
21-0 Summerville leading Denair. You're watching NorCal Sports TV. 2nd and 4 for Denair. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores, and by my side, Jake Hurst, former Summerville Bear coach and current Nevada Wolfpack member. In the second half, we'll be talking a little bit about NIL deals in the college level, as this one is reeled in on the sideline. What a fantastic catch by Sebastian Esquivel.
Way to haul it in there. Seemed to be moving the ball well. Oh.
It's going to come back anyway with the holding call.
That's a tough break.
Against the offensive lineman, Darian Schell. And those are the tough ones, because when it's the offensive line that negates a huge passing play, it could be because they held on a little too long and it denied the defense a chance to hit the quarterback, or it just could be a simple mistake and it didn't really affect the play. And that's just a tough one for Denair, as they're now stuck in a 2nd and long.
Yeah, I think they did this on the last one, though, where they were pushed back and they were able to recover. So let's see if they can continue that trend.
Once again, number 5, Sebastian Esquivel, is the first one out of the huddle. He's going to be at the bottom of your screen on the Denair sideline. Quick snap with the split backs. Handoff. Larson's the first one there.
Good misdirection, but good stop by Larson.
4-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and long. Hanley will exit. Orlando Lopez will be in his place. And Summerville is thinking that Denair is going to go to the air.
Yeah, they'll probably end up going to the wide side of the field. Lopez is on that side. See if he can make a play.
You have Orlando Lopez at the top, Malachi Lopez at the bottom, and in the back as the safety, you have number 7, Malachi Fromm. Potter, play action, has an extra blocker.
Screen, oh.
And a drop pass on the screen play.
Now for you in high school here, right about the 42-yard line, would you go for it on 4th down, or would you go ahead and kick it away and just kind of move to the next drive?
Me personally, I would go for a punt, go for the Coffers corner. But in this scenario, we've seen Denair 20 yards further back also go for it on 4th down. So in this scenario, it just goes coach by coach, and being down 21-0, you don't want to go into halftime without a score on the board. So in this scenario, I would believe that they would go for it.
I expect them to try and push down the field here. Here we go.
4th and 9. Potter under center. Split backs. Receiver at the bottom. Man in motion. Potter on the move. Play action. Drops the ball. It's free. And jumping on it, it'll be a loss of yards and a turnover at midfield.
I'm not sure if one of his players heard or saw the snap or knew the count.
We'll watch this one again. They got up to the line. Potter dropped back between the split backs. And the ball dropped out there.
Oh, he was waiting for a sneaky handoff. He was looking right back here trying to grab it.
Sometimes it works out, but high risk, high reward.
That's why we see it on the ground.
1st and 10 on the long side of midfield with just under 5 to go. Leveros gets it over to Larson. A huge block, sets him free.
Gain of about 11 there.
Larson points his hand in favor of the 1st down markers, and they will move the chains on 1st down.
Up slow, Sebastian Esquivel.
Clock continues to go after the chains are reset. 2 men high for Summerville.
Just like a muff snap.
And since no skill player touched the ball and a lineman was the first to get there, this is going against Summerville.
I think you guys were talking about that last week just a little bit. I heard that on the broadcast, actually.
And in this case scenario, since the ball didn't even go into the backfield, this is the right decision for the offensive lineman to grab that ball. You'd rather lose 5 yards than lose the ball overall.
Yeah, just jump on it.
So now it's 1st and 15. Leveros with Biggs to his right. It's again 2-man high. Lopez will cut from the left side tight end slot. Levero on the read option, takes it himself, and it ends up with more negative yards.
Loss of about 3. Didn't trick that left side of the line.
And that read option is tricky. You're looking at the field. You're looking on the left side of the line, the right side of the line, seeing where those defensive players are coming in to attack. If they're going to take down your running back, you have to pull that ball out, run it yourself. Leveros did the right play. Unfortunately, the Denair defense was just right there to take him down. And good on them, as now it's 2nd and about 18. Leveros again on the read option. It's going to be play action. Throwing down the line.
To Hike.
Received and reeled in. Matthew Hike, his first reception of the year.
Looks like gain about 15 there. No, 10. Sorry about that.
I'm not a math person. It'll be 3rd and about 5 or 6 for Summerville. Now they'll take their time in the huddle. Let's look at their skill player options. Matthew Hike, Luke Larson, Orlando Lopez, Isaac Biggs, Leveros. I believe Richie Hanley is the top side tight end. Excuse me, that's Orlando Lopez. But Biggs is the one who gets the carry, gets the call. He answers and says, I got this. First down, Summerville.
Gain of about 13 there. Nice hard run right up the middle.
Luke Larson heads to the sideline. Three minutes and counting.
You know, as we get closer to halftime, it makes me think of the new college rule where we have a 2-minute timeout.
Lopez, about 3 yards. 2-minute timeout. How does that affect the game at the collegiate level?
You know, last week we were watching Nevada play. I was in the alumni football section, and all of a sudden the clock stopped, and we were all looked at each other like, oh, man, that's right. Well, you know, so I think it's going to affect the game in different ways.
And, of course, you're more in-depth, you're hands-on in the college level, but what do you think about some of the changes of play at all levels of the game?
I think it's interesting. I think that the kickoff's going to be fun in the NFL, but I think it'll change some things. There's some different rules on the NCAA collegiate side. You saw a couple of them last week if you watched our game versus SMU. You know, we had a muffed kick return and ended up having it be a safety on the next play. Well, had he, you know, done it differently, would have been a touchback. So
1:45 to go in the half, 21-0. Summerville looking to go up 4 touchdowns before we head to the half. He has almost his entire offensive set with him. Both Lopez's, Biggs, Cash, and somebody else was out there as well. Almost everyone on the field was some sort of skill player.
Gain of about 6 yards. Third.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
No huddle offense for Summerville. Right back to Biggs, the workhorse. Gets that much closer as we dip under a minute. Matthew Hike, top of your screen. Leveros, flick out to Cash, looking for his third touchdown.
Looks like it's going to be enough for the first down.
Gets to the 5. And will move the chains to 1st and goal. That stops the clock for Summerville, too, until they get the ball set.
Have a new set of downs. Try and run it in here.
1st and goal, 30 seconds. On its way down, Leveros getting the call from the sideline. And Summerville will be forced to call the timeout so they get the right call before we go into the break. We'll keep it here for this one. 24 seconds until the break. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores, and he is Jake Hurst, former Summerville Bear, former Summerville coach, current Nevada Wolfpack NIL Collective General Manager. I believe I'm saying that right. In the second half, we're going to ask him a couple questions about the NIL, but thanks for being here. Thanks for coming and joining us at the game. We know you have a busy schedule, so thanks for being here.
Yeah, I'm happy to be back. I wanted to take a chance and see what game we could make it, and this looked like the one we could do.
And now, looking at the team just in the first half, you were here all season with them last year. What do you see different now in just 24 minutes of play?
Well, they're still moving the ball well. A lot of run. That's the same. You know, they ran a lot last year, but it seems like they're moving the ball down the field with what is it, Biggs?
Yes.
Real great power run up the middle, like that. I don't think we had a really big back last year, and I think he's taken that on this year so far. We'll see how he continues here. See if he can punch it in. 24
seconds, 21-0. Summerville forced to call the timeout because the clock was continuing to tick. They want to make sure they find that end zone and head into the half with an even larger lead.
Looks like Denair had too many players on right there.
Looks like an extra player or not an extra player, my apologies, but a new player, Jonathan Whitney. He's the man in motion. Leveros will attempt to toss to the end zone, overthrown to Matthew Hike.
Good play, open in the back, just didn't quite get the ball on target.
I thought he was going to go to Whitney, who is the freshly entered player. Sometimes you surprise the defense bringing in a player that they didn't see in tape and they haven't seen all game. But Whitney wasn't quite open. The defense was still looking at him. They were scouting him. And if you give him that ball, you put him in a dangerous position because he's going to get hit immediately.
Mm-hmm. The first few games coming back can really be a lot of scouting as new players come in.
Leveros to Biggs.
It's down there.
Inches closer. The clock never started on that play. It started late.
Looks like the ref will address that here. Oh.
Summerville will call their second time out of the half, and we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with Summerville inside the 5 after this.
Safety, is having the best important to you? If you answered yes, look no further than Jay Bixler for your home inspections. Voted best of 209 5 years straight. Whether it's residential or commercial, get in touch with your premier 209 area home inspectors. Sonora, Modesto, Manteca, Stockton, Turlock, and all the surrounding areas. JBixlerInspections.net. At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
Summerville looking to close out the half with yet another score. Only 15 seconds. They've used 2 of their 3 timeouts. They're inside the 5, but the Denair goal line defense has stopped Summerville from finding that end zone. We'll see what's in play here. Leveros having to roll, kicks it out to him. It's Biggs. Not a rushing touchdown, but a receiving touchdown. Biggs to the end zone.
Great play there. Rolling out, right on the money, punches it in.
Only 8 seconds left on the clock, and now Summerville leads 27-0, a chance to be 28. Benitez gets set. Snap, hold, a kick. It's beautifully right through the middle. 28-0, and the final 8 seconds will come after this message from your local NCS TV sponsor.
Our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted Best Cup of Coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Deo Espresso and Smoothies kickoff. Only 8 seconds left until we head to the half. Cheerleaders will also be broadcast in case you're wondering. But Deo Espresso and Smoothies, one of your wonderful Summerville Bears sponsors on NorCal Sports TV. You said the white mocha, hot. Simple as that from Deo. I like the peanut butter blast myself, but recently the Tahitian vanilla, I think is what it's called. Absolutely phenomenal. I don't think I've had one drink there that's wouldn't consider amazing.
You know, I used to go for the mango a lot.
Mango smoothie.
Yeah.
Benitez puts this one just short of the end zone. They're going to try to return it as the clock goes down. This could be the finale of the first half. 1 second for Denair, and they find themselves at the 25. Looks like Denair is just going to say run the 1 second off, and we'll head to the half. Summerville Bear cheerleading squad will come up in just a moment. Stay tuned for that. And when we come back in the second half, Summerville with a 28-0 lead. We'll also hear from my co-host Jake Hurst about NIL at the collegiate level.
Bears fans, the Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generation.
It's the girl from the Ville. You're back for a thrill. You better watch out. You know it's in the fight. We're gonna hit you hard. That heart and desire. It's our real big. Going all in. We came to win. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Shame on me. I don't need to place in that way. So you brought me down.
Bears fans, the Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
At Deo, our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted best cup of coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
When it comes to safety, is having the best important to you? If you answered yes, look no further than Jay Bixler for your home inspections. Voted best of 209 5 years straight. Whether it's residential or commercial, get in touch with your premier 209 area home inspectors. Sonora, Modesto, Manteca, Stockton, Turlock, and all the surrounding areas. JBixlerInspections.net.
The Sonora Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through three functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever.
The time to get in shape is finally here. The Boss Move Fitness app is here to help you accomplish your goals with a customized meal plan, day by day, with a shopping list to make sure that you're eating something nutritious and delicious to help you lose the belly fat for good. It also comes with a customized workout plan, whether you're in a gym or at home, so therefore you never ever have to question what you're doing to make sure you get in the shape that you want to be in. Get started today at GetStartedAtBossMoveFitness.com to accomplish your goals in no time.
Bears fans, the Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
At Deo, our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted best cup of coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
When it comes to safety, is having the best important to you? If you answered yes, look no further than Jay Bixler for your home inspections. Voted best of 209 5 years straight. Whether it's residential or commercial, get in touch with your premier 209 area home inspectors. Sonora, Modesto, Manteca, Stockton, Turlock, and all the surrounding areas. JBixlerInspections.net.
The Sonora Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through three functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever.
The time to get in shape is finally here. The Boss Move Fitness app is here to help you accomplish your goals with a customized meal plan, day by day, with a shopping list to make sure that you're eating something nutritious and delicious to help you lose the belly fat for good. It also comes with a customized workout plan, whether you're in a gym or at home, so therefore you never ever have to question what you're doing to make sure you get in the shape that you want to be in. Get started today at GetStartedAtBossMoveFitness.com to accomplish your goals in no time.
Bears fans, the Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
At Deo, our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted best cup of coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
When it comes to safety, is having the best important to you? If you answered yes, look no further than Jay Bixler for your home inspections. Voted best of 209 5 years straight. Whether it's residential or commercial, get in touch with your premier 209 area home inspectors. Sonora, Modesto, Manteca, Stockton, Turlock, and all the surrounding areas. JBixlerInspections.net.
The Sonora Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through 3 functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever.
The time to get in shape.
Live from Denair for the second half, it's Summerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores. By my side is Jake Hurst, former coach, former player, and current general manager at the NIL Collective of Nevada, University of Nevada, that is. Jake, once again, thanks for being here with me. We saw a fantastic first half of play, 28-0, Summerville leading Denair. And after the junior varsity game, just sitting up here and a couple of players are walking by, a parent walks up and says, "That's a tough loss. What did you learn?" And the one player said, "We can't be a second half team like last year," because it was 20-0. Then they scored 2 touchdowns in the final 4 minutes, got the ball back on an onside kick, but couldn't score in that last drive to either tie it or to win the game. And now we see the varsity in a similar situation, but can they be a second half team, and can they take down Summerville? Summerville will receive the second half kick. It's dropped down at the 30-yard line, received by Luke Larson. Very dangerous. Gets it to midfield. Now looking back at that first half, obviously Summerville with a 4-touchdown lead. You can't deny that. But there are things that they're not doing that they should. And can you point any of those out?
I'd lean on you to tell me more.
I mean, one thing, the goal line offense specifically, we saw the end of the half. It took a while for them to finally find that end zone. But here, coming out of the gate from midfield, moving the ball rather quickly.
Yeah, I bet you the offensive line coach really addressed a few things at halftime, trying to get them to stay on their blocks a little bit longer, especially in the goal line situation.
Last week, 5 of the 6 second-half drives started on the opposing team, Ripon Christian's side of the field. Today, starting off the same way, it was at the 49 of Denair, where Luke Larson ended the kickoff return. Lopez stays on his feet, cuts the sideline, finally dragged out. Fantastic tackle by Angel Rodriguez, the junior defensive back, able to get in the mix and stop Lopez from having a highlight play.
Gain of about 13 there.
Colton Cash had a fantastic first half. The first 2 touches for him resulted in an end zone drive. Biggs has gotten in the mix as well. And now setting out with 3 receivers. Trips, left side for Leveros. Handoff, Biggs. The trips offset the defense and allows Biggs to get large yards. And he gains almost 10 on the carry.
Yeah, I expect Summerville to run a lot heavy in the second half, maybe pass just a few times, try and get some practice there for Bryce.
Wind starting to pick up in Denair. Cooler temperatures as it reached 100 degrees down in the valley earlier today. Junior varsity game blazing hot, but now as the sun goes down, moon is out. It's the perfect time for fall football.
Blockers.
Lopez on the move. To the pylon. Touchdown, Summerville.
Yeah, he had a whole lineup of blockers, and he had 3 guys out in front of him with only two to get. So
less than 2 minutes to take it to the end zone out of the half. 34-0. And it'll be back to the foot of Bryson Benitez to tack on the extra one. Benitez drives it to the flagpole, almost into the parking lot. 35-0. When we return, we turn to Jake Hurst in the NIL and what exactly it is. Summerville Bears football is on NorCal Sports TV.
Our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted best cup of coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Well, like I mentioned before, it's really a lot on the operation.
35-0, Summerville leading Denair. 1 minute, 53 seconds on that last drive for Summerville, and now Benitez will pin it inside the 10. We'll get another Denair return. Hanley first on the scene, couldn't get a handle on him, but the rest of the pack comes in for the tackle, including number 8, Thomas McQuinn, the junior on special teams. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores. My partner today, Jake Hurst, mentioned him a couple of times, but he's a former Summerville Bear, graduating in, I believe, 2007. He then went on to MJC for a season. Did you actually play at MJC, or did you just make a quick stop?
No, I just made a quick stop. I met a private coach, Paul Assad, great guy, was able to help me out, help recruit it out. When I stopped in the first day at MJC, they had told me, hey, we have a guy, you'll have to redshirt this year. And back of how it was in college football before, I was there. And after that spring, I was able to transfer out and head to the University of Nevada, where actually Colin Kaepernick had just taken over the quarterback position with multiple weapons in the backfield. So the 2009 season was the year where Luke Lippincott, Vitala, and Cap all rushed over 1,000 yards.
And Colin Kaepernick, a big name in the Valley, coming from Pittman.
Very close to here, yeah.
So you two very close
minutes.
in proximity. 2 different divisions of high school football, but ended up in the same place at Nevada. But not only that, you have playing with the accolades, you have the accolades yourself, being part of the WAC championship team in 2010.
Yeah, Western Athletic Conference 2010. I didn't play much, but I did travel for 3 years before starting just for onside kicks. So coaches, they tell you to find a way to get on the bus kind of thing. I actually asked Coach Alt one day, next year, how do I make sure that I'm traveling with the team? I really want to do that, because I had taken a trip to Boomtown during a home game. And, sometimes they'll have hotels during home games. Well, after I did that, I was really trying to figure it out, and I learned from one of the NFL kickers and punters how to do that. Really, it's illegal now. You can fare. Good run here.
Jesse Rulis, first down and plenty more, going into Summerville territory. Denair with a promising attack.
About 25 yards there. That was a good run.
You have to continue your story. You got me intrigued here. It's illegal now. You learned from an NFL guy.
Oh, so it's called the bounce kick. So it's the one where you kick it directly into the ground and it pops way up into the air.
Oh, yeah.
So the guys on our team, we had, used to be able to just blow everybody up on the onside kick. And then we had 2 of our tight ends, Virgil Green, who played for the Broncos, and then also Zach Sudfeld, who ended up with the Jets, and I believe the Patriots as well, both tight ends. They were the 50-50 ball guys. And then we had one of our jumpers, or one of our wide receiver guys, who had hands that were amazing. He jumped out there as well. So you had Brandon Wimberly, who was out there at that time, number 4.
So including playing at multiple levels, being in championship teams. Last year, you were the Summerville kicking coach, and then on February 15th, you were named general manager of the Friends of the Pack, which is the official NIL collective supporting Nevada athletics.
Yeah, that's correct. I took over that position. I was a Summerville High board member, and it was a tough decision to leave, but being able to help my alma mater and also be able to help students here back home, coming from a small town, going there, being able to do something like that at such a high level, trying to be able to help the guys back here, to offer advice, things like that has been really great.
And now, most of you watching have probably heard NIL before, which stands for name, image, likeness. I know, Jake, you're kind of restricted in what you can say, but essentially NIL, name, image, likeness. In college sports, you weren't allowed to have brand deals, allowed to make money at all. But looking back, 2009 was the first court case of some NIL situation, as we have another huge run by Rulis, getting that first down marker into the high red zone.
Another 20 yards to the right side there.
Denair,
Gotta cut that down.
Move.
Can't let those big plays keep happening on defense. You move through the season.
Second half team, just like I said.
Yeah, they got to tighten it up.
Back to NIL, 2009 was the first court case. The conclusion ended in 2015, but then 5 years later, several states actually put in laws allowing NIL deals, and then the NCAA finally allowed it in 2021. And you're one of basically the first guys, of course it's been a few years, but you're one of the first guys truly working hand in hand with athletes and the college in NIL. So my first question is simply, what is the NIL Collective and how does it operate?
Well, the NIL Collective, Friends of the Pack, and other NIL collectives, they're really put together by donors, fans, different groups from businesses, and they all band together to help support the athletes, help build the team, and help just continue to build the community around the team. So I guess one thing you'd say is the collective. I'll work with different businesses. They'll sponsor events. We'll go to the Boys and Girls Club. We'll go to different Spread the Word Nevada is actually a place that we've gone. They've been real great. They hand out books to the underprivileged kids. And we've been all over. Actually, about a week ago, if you know Night in the Country, do you know that?
I do not.
It's a country festival out in Yerington, Nevada, and a lot of folks will go to it. It's actually a fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Club of Mason Valley. A lot of folks don't know that.
Wow.
Yeah.
With that NIL Collective, for you specifically, right, outside of working with the players, how much more do you do? And like, what do you spend your time doing? Like, as a 9-to-5 job, I know you work a lot more than that, but what do you do in your daily routine outside of what most people know as the NIL?
Well, it's a bit of everything. I'll end up meeting with athletic staff. Sometimes I'll meet with players. I'll meet with brands partway through the week. I have an advisory group that I meet with, different alumni from football, basketball, different sports, women's sports, trying to help out all of them out there. But yeah, that's kind of how we operate.
And now, college sports, bringing money into aspect. How does this affect professional sports?
It's interesting. I guess you've seen a bit more of people sticking it out, staying in. At least that's the trend I've seen. But I think it'll impact long term. I'm not sure. You've seen people making quite the amount of money at different schools, and now with the House versus NCAA case, you can see, I think it's $20 million is what they have to set aside every year to share of revenue. So that's still going through the court process. There haven't been complete decisions made, but through the grapevine, you kind of hear probably from people that, hey, schools are going to end up paying athletes. That's the Power 5 conferences. So that's House versus NCAA. About 2 months ago is when that came in, I think, if I remember correctly.
Denair loses possession on a 4th down attempt. That was half yard short of the line to gain, so Summerville's offense is back out there. Now, are there any NIL restrictions? What is the deal?
Well, yeah, so there's different restrictions. You do have to report deals to the NCAA. There's different limits, not limits on how much you can make, really, but there are limits at different state levels, different reporting rules, so it's really state to state. So with Nevada, there's a reporting level of income, and once you get there, you do have to report it.
Biggs with a 10-yard carry there, and now with those state laws, of course, now that changes where athletes might want to go because of those same state laws.
Yeah, I'm sure there's different reasons, but I like. Well, let's say this: I would always choose the University of Nevada. I skied since I was a little kid, and so that's where I would choose. But there's other areas around the country where you could take advantage. Nevada has no state income tax, but other areas, if you're making a lot, there's property tax differences, business differences. You could, some of the guys are operating as a business, so.
Biggs once again moves the chains just after doing so on the previous play. Over 20 yards in 2 runs for Isaac Biggs. And now, despite not existing in college sports for decades, how or why, I guess is the better question, is NIL so important now?
Well, let's see. So when I was playing football, you couldn't make a dime, you couldn't, sign an autograph, couldn't get a free meal, couldn't get a soda, kind of thing. So a lot of the starting points with NIL is being able to offer just a little bit extra. So maybe being able to go to the movies, maybe being able to get a new pair of shoes, go out to dinner, take your significant other out for a meal, go out with your family, fly in your family. There's different brands that'll work with hotels, and they'll, try and work with players with promotion, and they'll bring in families, So a lot of it's to try and help people be able to experience and stay around, and, so once you get through that, we've got guys on the team, we get them there. We love working with them. I love working with them day to day, and NIL can be utilized for many different things. We're encouraging our players to continue to build their brands.
And now, stop me if I'm speaking out of turn, but NIL, especially with the Nevada Wolfpack Collective, it's not recruiting. It's helping the players that are there.
Right, yeah. No, we aren't able to help recruiting really whatsoever. Once athletes are there, I'm able to talk to them. I get to learn to know them. We go into detail on, what may need, what needs may be, what type, where they come from, things they've been through. And then also, trying to see how I can help. We have a lot of alumni that are, willing to help one-on-one in large groups. There's different companies that are helping with CPAs. Financial advice, that's a big one. So when I was there was none of those tools really for you. Now there's a lot more career advice. Great run.
Biggs gets another first down on the previous run. He gained back a lot of the yards that they lost on the penalty, but now Summerville back in the swing. Denair couldn't quite do anything on that last drive, but they were getting closer and closer. And one thing that you don't want to see early in the season is those shutouts. You want to come back in the second half. You want to, prove yourself, which they did in that drive. They got all the way down there. But an unfortunate 3 feet challenged them and gave the ball back to Summerville.
Shutouts are painful. I think you guys brought up one that happened last year. I don't want to bring it up again too much, but you really want to stay away from that. It kind of kills momentum.
Leveros on the play action, gets it to Lopez. Lopez moving, dips his shoulder, continues moving his
Stays
feet.
in bounds.
You have to grab the legs to stop him from running. If you grab the shoulders, those legs are going to keep pumping.
Yeah, he's a smaller guy, but man, he can move. He's pushing about 2.5 guys there.
Jake, once again, sorry, talking about NIL, is there anything else about NIL that the average person should know, that we should know as part of the sports world?
Well, if you want to get involved, it doesn't cost a lot. It's not like every player's making $1 million. So guys like Roger Alderman, I would recommend supporting him. He has a jersey through the NIL store. You guys can check that out. got the alarm here. But yeah, so Roger, you've also got Madison Clark. She's over at the University of Nevada playing softball. You can grab her jersey, and I believe there's a couple of more athletes that do not have a jersey live quite yet. I know Bailey Clark is working on getting hers live. So once that's live, I would recommend if you're trying from a small town, NIL is something where you're able to get there, have a better experience, also be able to help more people as time goes on come to the university or go to the universities that you went to. So whether you went to Cal, Stanford, USC, Alabama, anything, I would encourage you to look into their NIL collective and see what they're doing, how you might be able to help. If you are a super fan, go for it.
Now you're mentioning all these big colleges, and in the off season, Bryson Benitez, your protege, got a chance to travel all around. He can't be affected by the NIL currently, right?
No, I don't really talk to Bryson really too much other than encouragement. And last week, it was pretty awesome to be able to jump on the phone with him after the game and just, kind of talk to him about how it was to experience his first field goal and make it, and look back at the team and see how they were all hyped up. And, you can see him on the film. Is really exciting to watch.
Very excited.
So I think everybody there was pretty excited. I think, what did you say, 50 years? It hadn't been quite that long.
Yeah, I believe for longest field goal in over 50 years for Summerville.
The last long kick through the uprights like that was probably myself from the 50-yard line against Sacramento in 2007 or 2006. But I think was it Mr. Suggs was on the announcement at the time, and he definitely said that is not a field goal.
Entering the fourth quarter, 12 minutes and counting. I believe the clock is just going to continue to run as Summerville has surpassed too many points in the start of the fourth quarter. So we just have 11 and a half minutes before this one closes out in Denair. But first time on the mic for a broadcast?
I've enjoyed it. I've done different things throughout my career. I've been on Twitch TV. I've been on different YouTube podcasts and things throughout doing marketing with the video games before. With Friends of the Pack, we tend to do some different media up there. But it's different. It's fun being able to come back, be here as alumni, being able to see some of the guys I've coached. I'm excited to go down there after the game, say hello, wish them luck for the rest of the season.
Now, you were under head coach Ben Watson.
Yeah, I was.
So
his first year.
Okay.
His very first year as head coach for varsity.
So you were under Mr. Watson. You coached with Sean Leveros, the head coach currently.
Leveros was our defensive coordinator.
And there you go. And then now you're watching the team. How has it changed over the years? Because it's almost 17 years. Is that right? Yep.
Yeah. At the time, there wasn't. I believe there's a lot more support behind the team. There wasn't as much financial support at the time. I think that the community has really got behind what it means to have athletics at the school, but then also what it's like to have arts over there as well. So I think there's a pretty good balance, and I think that'll continue there at Summerville.
And now with Summerville football, since you were there, they've always been D6. And I don't think we mentioned this last week, but just before the season started, with the realignment of leagues, Summerville only has 600 students, and they are in the top 3 of D7 now. So when it comes to playoffs in the Sac-Joaquin section, moving on to state, they will be playing against D7 schools like Denair, like Waterford. These smaller schools, Summerville is going to join this competition when it comes into the postseason.
Well, we'll see. Last year that was different, correct?
Yes. Sonora actually moved down. They moved a couple of teams, which was very odd. But now when they actually look at the student count, Summerville should have been in D7 for a while.
Well, here we go.
You take this one, Jake. This is all you.
Got about a 35-yard field goal for Bryson here. It's on the left hash. Wind is blowing from left to right. Not too bad. Here we are. Ball's away. And, I believe that's good. Yes, sir.
Bryson Benitez, 2 for 2 on field goals on the season. I believe that's 9 for 9, including all extra points.
35 and, 42? I can't tell. Is that from no. Is it 25-yard field goal? Yeah. I have to look again on the thing there. But, no, to go 2 for 2 straight out the gate, junior year, makes me proud as a coach. Last year, different things, like I said, operation-wise in the beginning of this, beginning of the broadcast, it can be difficult your first year. So I believe we had our senior last year was snapping, and then we have Larson and Bryson in the backside of the operation. So we tried to teach them to a high level. I've worked with a lot of really high-level kickers and myself, being a holder and being able to speed up the operation. That's something I would recommend they work on, is getting it back and down and off. but that's all I'm gonna put that on Bryson. He is the kicker and should, so in the future, he's probably going to watch the broadcast and say, okay, coach, I'm going to get out there about 15 minutes early and get some extra snaps. Last year, he was out there as the kicker alone. It was fun to spend time with him, watch him progress through the season. He started, really heavily in the soccer-style kicker, then was able to develop technique. There you go, nice squib kick down the middle to try and start the clock. Well done.
Chase Butler getting the hands on at those squib kicks. Not easy to grab onto.
No, I give him credit for that. That was really, tough to field. Bryson's got a boot, so coming in hot like that can be difficult. So I'm glad he didn't try to advance it. You had Summerville coming in hot with the ball moving through the middle of the field. You can get hit pretty quickly right there.
1st and 10 for Denair, and we don't want to see the shutout.
No, I'd like to see them score.
That's what they're aiming for, and a lot of their drives have taken a lot of time, and I'm afraid 6.5 minutes without a stoppage of clock, a stoppage of play, isn't going to be enough. But all it takes is that one play to catch one player defensively off guard, and you can have 7 points.
One thing I did notice is with Denair, there's very small things that they're probably going to adjust through the next couple of weeks where they can have some big turnarounds. A missed block here, drop snap in the back of the backfield right there. Those are things that can be cleaned up throughout the season and hopefully progress, have a great year.
And next week, they're going to travel to the Motherlode to face off against the Bret Harte Bullfrogs, in which that'll be a very fun game. Bret Harte has been struggling the last few years. They've struggled to field a team. They only had a JV team 1 year, then they've only had varsity. But traveling up to Bret Harte, that should be a good game for Denair and the Bullfrogs early on in the season. They only have one more preseason game before that against Pajaro Valley out of Watsonville, and then they'll start league against Stonebridge Christian that following week. So Denair, in the preseason, I feel like they scheduled a pretty few good games. They lost to Big Valley Christian last week by only a score of 6, and they put up 30 points.
I did. I checked it on this. I saw that score before I got here. I was going to ask you about it, what you thought.
And,
see, just a few small things. That's something that can be corrected. Look it in, then make your turn.
My thoughts on that prior game for Denair against Big Valley Christian is looking actually in the future for the Motherlode League. Big Valley Christian in the realignment is now in the Motherlode League. So looking at how close that game is and the common opponents between Denair, Summerville, and Big Valley Christian, you look at these scores and it sets up Summerville perfectly to be in the top 2 teams of the Motherlode.
Yeah, you really hope they can do well. Teams are sometimes unpredictable, so I wouldn't want to put anything past Big Valley Christian, but I would expect the Summerville team, the coaches, to go back and continue to make adjustments and push forward through the season. Hopefully we can have a long and a good long season where I can make it back and watch a few more games. I have a couple bye weeks I'd like to be able to get back for.
Those realignments in the leagues puts Ripon Christian actually in the Trans Valley League, which is now along with Ripon, Sonora, Livingston, all those tougher teams, Escalon out of the valley. So Summerville beats Ripon Christian last week. Summerville's in the Motherlode League. Ripon Christian moves into the TVL. Huge win for Summerville. Then you look at Linden, who has just been put back into the Motherlode League for the first time since, I believe it was 2010 is when they were last in the Motherlode League. But Linden plays Ripon. Ripon also in the TVL. Very high-scoring game, over 90 points combined between the two teams, and Linden takes them down. 2 TVL teams go down to MLL teams in the first week.
Well, I don't know if I expect it, but that's pretty great. I know that. Let me mention something. When Linden was in the league before, when I was playing, we had a real gut-wrenching loss our senior year. Oh, direct snap to the big man. Let's go. Number 71.
To Isaiah Renteria. He's still moving.
Rumbling.
8 yards on the carry. Can you consider that a Wildcat option just because he's not the quarterback? What is this?
A wild bear.
Wild bear option. Isaiah Renteria. Now they're going to substitute him with number 55, Parker Treat. He might be the one to take a snap.
Number 4. Bo McCready.
54.
54.
Cuts the
staying
edge.
up. Way to move the ball. Looks like it could be a first down.
Trenton Stone moving that one under 3 minutes, and we saw this last year from Summerville in a home game. They allowed some of the offensive, defensive linemen to get in, take a few runs, and now having fun earlier in the season because they know they have a real chance for the first time in 10 years to win the Motherlode League title. Now that Sonora's out, they have a true chance to take that title back.
Yeah, I expect them to go far. I always hate predicting too far ahead on things, but, I expect a lot from the team coming from last year. They lost a lot of great players, but they also had a lot of great players come up from JV. So I would like to see a little further advancement through the postseason if we can. Of course, I'm always going to.
Liveros is back out there on the offense of Summerville. He's going to take a knee in the final 2 minutes. We'll continue to count down, but Jake, you've been with most of these players. You've seen them play last year. You've seen how they've risen up into the players that they are now. Through the 48 minutes, right? Yeah, 48 minutes. I can't math. 48 minutes of play that you
and a half.
48 minutes of play that you saw today. Player of the game talk. What are you thinking?
I'm looking at Colton Cash. Probably looking at Colton Cash on the offense or Biggs. Biggs was hard smash mouth down the middle. I'd have to probably pull up some stats if I really wanted to choose. Larson made some great plays as well, but big change from last week. It was great to see more weapons being used, more people scoring, all that.
Yeah, I think you're right on the head when you look at play for play what Colton Cash did and what Isaac Biggs did. Colton Cash definitely had the longer runs. He had the 2 touchdowns on the first 2 touches of play for him. And Isaac Biggs, he did the smash mouth thing. He got up the middle. He had a lot of touches, though. So how do you weigh that out? Do you go with the player who didn't have as many runs but scored the touchdowns and the bigger plays, or do you go to the man that they relied upon more?
I would stick it on Biggs.
Biggs?
Big man right up the middle, trying to, you change the game with that. You can also change the game real quick with speed out the outside. Cash is known for that. Last year, I think he did it a couple times, just like Hike. It's a big miss on, miss in Austin, watching Cash has been great, but that's a big surprise to see Big.
Yeah.
He wasn't there last year, and it was big. It was surprising. Love to see him move the ball down the field, get yards. I don't think he was tackled for a loss at all night long. So great. I want to give props to the offensive line. Way to, stay on your blocks, get your guy a hole. And also receivers on the outside, making sure that they keep their blocks, trying to, get the edge so their guys can get outside. I'm real proud of that. Real proud of my guy, Bryson, being able to see him. He goes 100%. And then also making his field goal. So I'm excited to go. I think it was actually 25. I don't think it was as far as I thought. But, seeing that in person, missing it last week, being able to come this week, that was pretty cool as a coach.
Well, Isaac Biggs, our Week 2 player of the game, getting his first varsity touchdown as well in this game. So congratulations to Isaac Biggs, the Summerville Bears, with a 38-0 victory from Denair. Jake, thanks for being with us again. I'm not sure if you want to shout out any of your socials, if people can get in touch with the Wolfpack Collective, anything like that, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, if you'd like to talk more about NIL or anything like that, you guys can have my email. It's jake@friendsofthepack.com. You can also check out friendsofthepack.com. Message me there. Happy to talk to you about NIL, explain, maybe if you have some more questions. I know that it's a small town, but Reno is also a very small town. It's just a little bit bigger, you'd say, than Sonora type thing. So happy to help. It's, put you in contact with people, those type of things. I'm here as a resource for my local community.
Well, there you have it, Jake Hurst. Thank you so much again, traveling down for this game and being able to see Summerville play your former coaching team. But until next time, next week, we'll be back at home against Waterford, the Wildcats. returned to the field in Tuolumne. I've been the voice of choice, Levi Flores. He's Jake Kurz. Thanks to my entire crew, Taylor Rector, Noel Alexander, and of course, my producer, Avery Townsville. You've been watching Summerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV.